There. Okay, here we go. Hi everyone. Hi Alice.
Hi Sean.
We are gonna get right to the fun.
Fantastic.
Yep, no preamble. No opening act. Oh, I'm framed by the proscenium. I'm tempted to flick this at her, but I'll wait till she gets here. Here you go. I was gonna flick that at you. Y'all can't see nothing. Alice is gonna march. It occurs to me I should go lower. So we're a marching. So deadlift day. Here's your options. Find a corpse or someone willing to pretend they're a corpse. If you are not used to lifting heavy, find a child. Or remember the knights in Monty Python? That guy, the different body parts, to be lighter. So I'm gonna try to lift Alice. She's gonna try to lift me. What did you get? You got 3 with me? And you were like, I had 2 more. Today's the day we're gonna see if you get 2 more. But she was on the roof, and I think sun sometimes takes a little bit out of Alice.
I'm tired.
And she's tired just already. Go like this. Y'all can't see me, but Alice can demo. Scooch the band over the back leg and do some leg curls, just to wake the hammies up a little bit. So I'm standing on it with my left foot, and I'm curling the mini band up with my right, just bending the knee. There you go. Flexy, flexy. The knees pretty much stay in the same spot. So you don't want to do that. It's not a march. It's just a kick back. You're kicking yourself in the tushy. I'm going to do 3 more. Okay, now I'm standing on it with my right foot and curling with my left. Wherever you want it, wherever you feel the most comfortable. If you're in sneakers, you probably have to have it on the heel. Since I'm barefoot, I can kind of have it on the arch of my foot, but it's also good on the Achilles, whatever works. Just as long as you're getting a nice little, Alice has it right on the sweet spot where it's literally on just the heel. That's probably the best spot if you can keep it there. Let's just do about 5 more. And then you're going to use this same mini band to just do some lateral walks. So scooch that onto your ankles, and away we go. This one's a little light for us, but actually you've got a slightly heavier one. But we're just going to walk laterally. Keep your feet parallel, so no turnout. Don't be pigeon-toed or duck-footed. I'm sorry. Be a little borderline pigeon-toed. Don't be duck-footed. So here's the deal. To lift a person, you have 2 options. You can just kind of try to hold them. They will lie on their side like this, and you hold their arm, we'll show you, and you hold their inner thigh. Hi, Shannon. And you hold their inner thigh and their arm, and you just try to deadlift them. The easier way to do it, and that's what we're going to do, is put straps around the person. So we will be using, you could use 2 belts. We use a yoga strap for the chest and a belt for the legs. Leg? What did we decide? Legs. She remembers better than I do. And that is how we will do our deadlifts. That is not what Hapthor did yesterday. Was that yesterday? 2 days ago? When he deadlifted 501 kilos.
On Saturday.
You could not deadlift enough people to still social distance. You couldn't find enough humans. Okay, now take either the band you've been using or a slightly heavier one. Get that around your legs. Alice is going to go with, she drew the short straw. She's getting the big monster. I'm going to use this blue one and this green one. I don't know what I did with my yellow one. I mean the other yellow one. So I've got 2 on just to slightly add a little more tension. We're just going to do some squats. all the while driving the knees apart. So knees are pressing, and now I'm just, Alice, that's us. Are you joining? Are you squatting with us?
Hello.
It's leg day. So if you don't have weights, kettlebell, dumbbell, barbell, or a person to deadlift, you could use bands if you have bands. If you have those tubes, you can stand on them and just hold the handles. And if that's not heavy enough, which for a strong person it probably is not, you loop it around the feet. So the tube goes down, goes around your foot once, then it crosses to the other foot, goes around that foot once, then comes up. That makes the tube heavier. You can do the same thing with these mini bands. I mean, the continuous loop bands, the 41 inchers that we're going to be showing you in a second. So the other day, when we last did legs, the previous leg day, it was a little more knee dominant. Yes, we did some hammies. We did those lying leg curls and all that. But the focus was a little more squatty. We did a lot of squats like this. We kind of did borderline sissy squats. We did those jump squats where the heels came off the ground. So it was a little more quad focused, a little more knee dominant. Since it's deadlift day, that's enough of these. Since it's deadlift day, it's going to be more hip dominant. All right, next up. You can do a little of that. Right hand reaches toward left foot. If your balance is terrible, you can hold something, but you're basically just hinging over and reach. Hinge over and reach. Not too complicated. As I tumble all over town. We're just trying to wake up the posterior chain. Hammy, glute, get the low back ready. How about 4 more? The plan is we're going to warm up, so some slightly lighter deadlifts. Once we hit the, no, not hit the wall. Once we've done our warm-ups, we will, since Alice and I are going to jump straight to lifting each other, we will try to use the bands to find sort of a midpoint so that we're doing another warm-up set for the heavy set, and then we'll jump to lifting each other. Because that's recommended. You could just jump straight to lifting a person, but it's a little risky. You want to make sure the joints and the muscles, everything's warm, and you've also just primed the movement. That's one of the reasons we like warm-ups. It isn't just for like specifically, acutely warming up the movement, the muscle. It's doing the movement you're going to do. I mean, that's partly why in the batter's box they swing a few times. It isn't just to get, it isn't just so they don't pull a muscle. It's so they're already recruiting those movements in that order, those muscles in that order. All right. Alice, can I put you in charge of tilting everything down?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that thing? The glasses case that we use so that they can see my feet. So here's how you can either warm up if you're going to lift a person, or these might be how you're going to do your deadlifts. If you have an array of these bands, that's great. Option 1, you just step on this and pull it. So if you can see my feetsies, I'm just going to step on. I'm going to start with this band. If you have a collection of these guys, you might want the thinner or even the super thin one. Here's one step down. You wouldn't yet be using this guy, or to have even heavier. Honestly, the heavier ones, it would be very awkward to try to do. So you can either grip like I just did, where I snuck my hands through the loops and then I grip, or you can, if that's too deep for you, you can start there. So voila. I'm just going up and down like so, standing on the thing. I'm going to do 15 of these. And I am now going to change my feet so that I'm looping through. Not my feet, my hands. That's heavy. I'm going to give myself a little more slack. So I'm kind of pulling the band a little taut so there's less under my foot. And I lost it. It is easier with shoes, I'm not going to lie. Alice, do you want to warm up with this band?
Yep.
Good.
With that one? No, I don't need to. I'll do a different band.
Oh, okay. The red one? The black one?
Sure.
All right.
Is the orange one less than that?
Nah, orange is the same as the purple. They're different.
I just meant
companies,
that I
but
don't
same.
have to take yours from you.
I guess. No, I'm done with my
okay.
warm up.
So both feet were on it?
Both feet are on it, and both sides of it are under the feet.
Got it.
There you go. So you can see what she's up to. I would start just there. You go. So she's just got a nice grip there.
Straight up deadlift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's warming up. For some, this might be your peak. You might not be going heavier than this. Now, the annoying thing here, if you can see in the video, as you pull on that band, it tips your feet inward. On one hand, that's not the worst thing on earth. Many people do cave that way, so it's good to strengthen it a little. However, it's a little unpleasant. It can like pinch a bit. You can see she's trying to pull it a little more taut, so it does that a little less. Owie. That sounded good.
It's okay. I was trying to get a loop around my hands
Word.
so that I didn't have to use my fingers.
Yeah. So I'm just catching my breath. Then I'm going to do another warm-up set. And when I do, I'm going to show you another option to make these even heavier. If you have a really heavy metal bar, you could put bands around that and pull that. You can also use PVC pipe, but you got to go, once it gets very heavy, you could actually break the PVC. It could warp and then actually kind of shatter. Where was I? Okay, next up, check it out. Another option is you go around your foot twice. So I go like that. This is going to be very heavy. No, wait, I can't do it that way. What do? I go, I mix them up. Do I do this? Shoot, I forgot.
I don't know what you're
I know you don't know which one I'm doing. There's a way to do this where it's not as... Was that it? Oh, that's how we were doing singles. Never mind, don't do this. Sorry, that's just poor preparation on my part. That's a different movement. And that's for doing things like rows.
Got it.
But we are going to do another warm-up set. I am now going to go to the greenie.
Now you can do it around, but you
It's-
stand on both. Okay.
It gets too heavy. I forgot which one I was trying to do. Because if I go around now, you can either do it with the really light one or you can do it with different movements. You can't do it for deadlifts.
Got it.
All right, but I'm going to do this now. I'm just trying to get a few like this. That's really heavy. I mean, you can see it really pushes my feet inward, so I'm fighting the whole time to not let them cave in. Okay, your turn.
Should I do orange and black or go to the?
I say go with the green.
The green.
Maybe don't do the loop through the wrist.
Oh, I couldn't do the loop through the wrist with the orange. That's when it popped out.
Ah.
So.
Gotcha.
So yes, I don't think I'll be doing it here.
But basically, folks, that's your option. Under the foot, and then either the. So that's a little less challenging the way she's holding it. The even harder way to do it, your hands would be like that. Let's see what happens here. Get that back straight. Yup. Not bad. She's lifting a lot there. Good.
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good. I know. It becomes not ergonomic by the top. What did I think of? Something. Good job, man.
Two more.
You did a lot. Now I remember it. Now I remember. You do sumo. Ha ha ha. That's the way. I knew there was a way to do it. All right, I'll try to show you that again. Here's another option. If you don't like the way it pinches and the way it tilts you, if you get it in this position, so see how my feetsies are? You have to loop it around and then you grip in the center. That might be a little more pleasant. The only thing then is you can't do like that. You know, you can't go this way, which would be a little nicer on the hands. But you could potentially put like a handle on it if you have one of your D handles. But yeah, see how I've sort of looped it that way? That's another option. But all right, without further ado, we're gonna lift each other now. Yeah, that's right. That is the correct face. How about?
In this room?
No, we'll be in there.
How are we gonna be in here?
No, we'll be in there.
Okay, yeah, that room.
Sorry, you couldn't see my thumb pointing behind me.
That room, and then I'm just gonna move this guy.
All right, so let's see. Who wants to go? Who wants to get lifted first? You have enough room? We might have to be at like a 3/4, kind of like that. Am I in frame?
Yes. Yeah, we're far back.
You can come up. You don't have to be way back there. Hi guys, step into my office. All right, so here we are.
Okay.
So you lift me first, since I'm already here. So she's good and warm, so she's ready to go.
Sits in.
And I think this goes around my leggies. So this is just a belt. That can be tight enough. It's probably still at the same tension we left it at, right? Ooh. Is that what we did?
Yeah.
Not this?
We can use this one.
Oh, I see. We have multiple.
Yes, we got 4. Arms up.
Whee! And then what did we figure out? I can't.
You can't do it. Basically, that's what we figured out.
Yeah, I can't do. Yeah, that's what we figured out. I can't do it. So the goal is that her hands be somewhat even. So if one of your hands is way higher than your other hand, you're going to be lifting a little off, a little off. And after this, we'll also show the way you can potentially lift somebody up just holding their arms and legs. Actually, I guess we can still show them even with this on. I know, this thing's always a little weird.
That's actually what I used around my legs. Okay.
That looks pretty good.
It's pretty tight. So I don't want too much slack. I just want to be able to get my hands in, and without having my hands be restricted in there. So, all right. And he's gonna lie down.
And really quick, let's just show how you could also lift the person if you don't have straps. If you have a kid or something. What do I hold like this? What did we decide?
This hand here. So this hand is gonna be the one that's closer to the floor. I can grab that top with that. Then you use this hand to like be in there.
Oh yeah. And we did this or we did the.
I like tucking it in personally. Yeah, there's something like that. So that's up to you.
Okay.
But for me to like not be able to pull
Or,
it out, right? So
and then it was either hand or we gripped wrists.
yeah. So depending on how you do that, you grab the bottom hand, it reaches up to you, and then you would grab from the front the top leg, and then this bottom person has to keep their legs together, and I would hook my feet. What we found with that was that our hands were just getting sweaty, and so skin to skin, it just got like sweaty and less, and we couldn't grip each other.
Yeah.
And that was the limiting factor. So when grip becomes the limiting factor, you use a different texture. Most of the times people wrap or do gloves or do chalk or do straps like we're doing.
Word. Couldn't have said it better myself. Okay, so now I've got the strap around my upper sort of mid chest. She's gonna grab there. Okay, she got 3 last time.
It was a different day. Every day different.
Nice.
Ooh, I do not like that strap.
You want something?
No, I'll change.
Sure.
We'll change next time.
Okay. Bad.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, just hands.
Take them off.
I can tell the way you were, the way you're doing it. Something was bugging your grip.
Yeah, we'll use the other strap on you next time.
Okay. All right, your turn or my turn. However, we're viewing this.
Hand me that black. I'll put that around my legs.
Okay.
So when you also do this,
Yes.
we like for me personally, I like the better strap to be around the chest
Okay.
because I find that to be the heavier part of the body. So
Yeah, I mean, ideally the person is balanced, but we both know I'm imbalanced. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. Frame.
all right, you. I think this is right. I don't remember which one you used. Nice.
I don't remember either. If I drop you, I'll try to get your head to land on that cushion. All right. Feel good to you?
Mhm.
Okay, away we go. Whee! Yeah, I think for me too, the grip is going to become the issue eventually. So I'm trying to keep my shoulders pretty retracted. Normally when you do a deadlift, you don't have to do that. You can kind of let your shoulders slack forward a little, but I'm just trying to increase the range of motion slightly. We forgot to get you a cigar and a margarita.
I'm good.
Do you need to switch?
No,
I don't know what that could even mean.
I don't either. Yeah, I did, but I have a cigar. We forgot to get you a cigar. Did you want any more?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a few more.
Thank you.
If you don't mind.
That's fine.
Yeah, I picked you up. Took you home. Oh wait, no, I picked you up at home.
Yeah. It's been a few weeks since we've done these.
It
3
is,
weeks,
yeah.
So,
That right?
yes.
Yeah, I guess we should have revisited it earlier. I think we needed that long for our hands to recover. Okay, my turn. All right.
Just around your legs, please.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's
I'll do
not
this
pleasant
one.
on the hands. Ugh. So this is around my legs.
Yes.
Okay.
Take it all the way down there.
Sorry, I don't know my measurements. That ain't gonna stay. I might have to hold it.
Get this around your chest. This around
Well, we could try it and I could just squeeze it.
No,
No?
it needs to be locked.
And that's not gonna reach.
Okay, then let me do this around your chest.
We'll see what happens. We'll try it. I'll just be holding it. Because we did, one of the straps did break on us.
Right. Don't make it too tight. My hands have to get under
Yeah, I'm
there.
trying to stretch it out a little bit. Is your little handy gonna be able to fit in there?
I don't know. Are you making it tighter?
Well, I got it in front of my hand.
I don't think you have to hold it.
I think I do.
I don't think
These
you
fall off me when I'm just walking around when I use
do.
this belt.
You don't. I think you have to hold it.
We'll see. Let's see what happens. You got it. Good. Okay. Yeah, them hands though. But hey, that's a record. All right. 5 alive.
Have a love.
Better straps?
They're fine. Yeah, that is true.
You might be right.
This is so silly.
What do you mean? What else are we gonna do? We don't got no barbells.
I know.
Yeah, maybe this wasn't gonna go anywhere.
I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
We will now, but all right. My skin is not yet recovered, but I might as well do another one.
All right.
Ugh.
Let's see if I use this one.
Ah, the things you do in quarantine.
Who else's body is changing while in quarantine? Trying to be okay with it, but it's not easy. All right.
You all ready to roll? Okay.
Is this top strap giving enough space?
Yes.
All right.
Manhandling you.
No, it's fine.
What's up?
It's just me grabbing this, my fingernail making noise against the fabric. But I'm like, it's me farting. It wasn't. It wasn't me farting. Was it home?
Yeah, how's your neck?
Yeah, did that change the weight?
We call that an odd object lift. That's a real term. Ah, my hands! Yeah, that's the limiting factor, man. The handies. My poor skin. Maybe I'll use gloves.
Mm-hmm. That's an option.
We have gardening gloves.
Oh no, you have dishwashing gloves and snow gloves.
Catch your breath. Well, belt. Hup. Like hoisting firewood. All right. Do you want to do another one, or do you want to do back to bands?
I'll do another one.
Okay. Good for you. It's also hot in here, and that's because it's now like summer, 78 or something today, I think is what we hit.
Glorious. But it is hot in here because of volume. We have windows closed. If windows were open, it would feel beautiful. That's around your legs. And it does feel beautiful. There's a nice breeze, but during the workout, it's good to sweat. Wait, you can't.
Oh yeah.
You can't go down. So we have
pull on it, but
we have these types of belts. So it's this little latch. So it goes in and then it doubles up back on itself. And that makes a pretty good thing. The one that we broke was the one with the hole, and the little pin came out of the hole, and I dropped Sean pretty hard, and the belt went everywhere, and it was really funny. It was really funny, but not ideal. So, all right, man, give me a high five.
You got 5 last time.
Yeah.
All right.
Gonna bang them
I
out.
don't trust you, but I'm still gonna hold this.
You're good. Banging them out. All right. Get your feet a little this way so you have room. Whoo. Lightweight. Yo, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Great.
Great. All right.
All right. It's a lot of volume too.
Nice 6.
Oh, 6?
Yeah.
All right. A second PR. She went from 3 to 5 and then from 5 to 6. Now, what did we figure out? Can I clean you with the straps? Is that how we did it last time? Or was that your leg and your arm?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I could do good mornings with you.
Yeah, I'm open for you to try whatever you'd like to try.
I have a sort of idea. I'm thinking I might clean you first, do some reps with you up there, and then do deadlifts right after.
Okay.
Does that make some sense?
Sure.
I'll have her up here. I got it. I know what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Don't lie.
Don't lie down. Okay, great. Is this strap how your fingers can get in there?
Yeah, that looks right.
They're good?
Yeah.
All right. You just want me to fall over onto you?
Let me see. If you're like this, will I have you good?
Uh-huh. How high do you want me to go?
Well, I want to basically do it. Hold on. I want to do a good morning. Maybe I do need to clean you to have you up here. I'll rehearse this later. You get down. I thought it would just come to me, but. This is a little loose. Somehow.
Okay.
Hopefully folks at home are still deadlifting. Yeah, we do. After this, we're gonna move to some single leg stuff.
There you go.
There we go, that looks good. All right, up and down to this one. But yeah, after this, we're gonna do those single leg Romanians with the band underfoot. If you've been doing double leg banded deadlifts, you're probably pretty tired of that, but it's a different range of motion, and it's no longer gonna be pinching your feet. Hopefully, you found a kid to lift though, or a spouse, those are fun. Big old sack of potatoes right here. That's you. Oh man.
Oh, the flirting he does.
I like it on the dismount, so you're just gonna topple over. All right. Oh, you okay?
Mhm.
Starting to cut in.
Don't you worry about nothing.
All right. For this next one, sadly, we gotta do this.
Oh no,
I
my
know.
beautiful day.
Beautiful day, but it would be way too backlit. So if you can set up in that corner, because we're gonna do the thing on the edge here.
Got it.
So
Oh wait, it might.
might be all right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's fine. I was overeager. Okay, so single leg Romanian. So you don't have to have a couch. You could do this just wherever. I like to have the knee up against something because it stops you from teetering. Now, here's the plan. Same thing I was showing you earlier, but single leg. You don't have to use a band, but I'm going to and do a single leg Romanian. So, big old hinge. The band gets a little slack toward the bottom, and then I pull. I'm gonna get it a little more under my heel. There we go. So, I'm slightly using the couch for balance, and it also reminds me that this is not a squat, it's a hinge. Well, it also chafes, but differently than the belt. It chafes in its own way. And the plan, folks, is right into a single leg hip thrust. So, another reason I like to be by the couch is to go right into that hip thrust. And we're gonna do them jumping today for at least a few reps. So you're just doing this to failure. Which is, I'm approaching. I think one more. All right, I drop this. I sit here. My upper back is on the couch, and I'm trying to do a little jump. So my left knee stays in. I'm not kicking my left leg forward like that. I'm keeping it in. Another image, picture if you had a volleyball wedged between your upper thigh and your stomach. Once you cannot jump anymore, try to do a few just regular reps. If you can't do this elevated, just go to the floor. So your back could be on the ground. But again, attempt the little jumps if possible. Oof, mi culo. Nalga.
So the band's going
Nalgas are cheeks.
and I stand on that.
You'll stand on the band. Yeah, that's a tough one, but I think you'll get it. Okay. Al's turn.
And now we got our cheeks.
Nalgas, cheeks. Here she goes.
Oh,
As best you can, have it under the heel.
yes. Fingers.
Yeah. You might, Alice, just if it's that, you might want to switch to the slightly lighter band. Oh, if you're going to do it that way, good Lord.
I don't know. I don't know if my
Good for
fingers
you.
can take anything else.
Well, you're getting some reps there. Good for you. Alice is strong. That is a good hinge. So notice her front knee. It dips a little bit, but not much. The load goes into the hamstring and glute. She's keeping that really strict arch to her spine. At the very top, you can give it a little squeeze and a tuck, but make sure you return right back to an arched position. Really good, Al. Reps for days. We're just going to go to failure, both of these. And I regret to inform you, but we're going to do 2 sets each. If you really are hitting the wall, by all means, don't do a second one. Good. And I was originally thinking of yet another hip thrust, a kneeling hip thrust using the band, but I'm thinking we might not. We might be done after these. We'll do those side-lying hip raises. Good.
Not anymore.
I did a little pause there. Just go until it gives you a really good burn. Do you think you have a few more in you?
Yeah.
Give me 8 more.
Okay.
Make sure your shin is perpendicular. On some of those, the knee got a little bent. Yeah, more like there. That's it. Yeah, walk that foot forward just a little bit more. Because the thing with the couch is you really are going to start to slide more than a bench or something. Because it's kind of, it's mushy and it slopes, whereas a bench is a nice straight line. Oh, I'm getting tired.
You're gonna drop down?
No, this is the same, just different color.
Oh, the orange, the 2 blues, and the purple are all the
Yeah.
same? Got it.
I know. It's because they're all different companies.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's good to know. Oh, so it's literally the size of the band. So
Oh,
since
yeah.
they're all the same size.
Right, nothing to do with the, yeah. It's,
Cool.
yep.
Okay, great. Now that I know that,
Yeah, that'll make your life easier.
only took me 6 weeks in quarantine to know that.
And I used to have the extra heavy, but somebody took them. Oh, this purple one's nicer. It doesn't chafe as much. So you can, if the band is too much for you, you can do this with nothing. Or if you just have a TheraBand, that could be plenty of work too. If you don't have bands, but you find this easy, you can hold a weight. And if you hold the weight way out in front of yourself, it makes it way more.
Good job.
I did 2 more. I'll just show you for a second. Let's say you had a dumbbell or a kettlebell. You hold it like that. That would make it harder. Or you just keep it at your chest if that's plenty of weight. All right, here I go. So teeny little hops. Oh, why did I say we have to do this again? That was a terrible mistake. I'm going to drop down and wait though. I'm going to go to the black band.
Okay.
Yeah, I think not only the sliding, but something about this setup, I find my knee wants to bend more. Like normally I'm out farther, but something about being here. It just wants to be in there. I guess the sliding factor, I don't know. 3-second break.
Great.
Break time's over.
Really good, Sean.
Thanks. Okay, last one. Oh, her turn. It's the lady's turn. Put you in charge of the lip balm. Good hinging.
It feels better on my fingers if I do this.
Yep.
That's what I learned.
That's right. So it makes the weight heavier, but the holding on easier. I mean, the fingers still gotta flex, but they don't have to squeeze for dear life.
So that around my heel. Really. All right. Yes.
Very good, Al. So for my next trick, while she starts her hip thrust, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm up to. I'm gonna do the same thing, but now I've got the band up over my very bottom of my neck. This is a good morning. Very similar movement though. I'm still stepping on it with my heel. It's a lighter band. Before I stand up, I make sure my back is flat, but now I'm gonna do the same movement. And yeah, it's a little unpleasant how it's sitting on my neck here. If you have a neck issue, cervical spine issue, I would not do this. That said, light loading of the neck in general is not automatically a bad thing. Start isometrically. So picture if you were just sitting upright and you just push on your forehead. You just push, 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 push. And you're just fighting it with your neck muscles. That's a good intro. You could just sit there and push on the side of your head. And you just sit there. That's a good isometric introduction. You can put a towel behind your head, pull it like this. So it's as if you're trying to pull your head forward, but you just fight that. That's a good way to start neck training. You don't want to jump straight toward putting a weight around your head and nodding your head yes. That muscle is probably already fairly well developed comparatively, so wait on that. I've got about 3 more of these guys. And you can see you can hold it in if you find it's a little unpleasant on the neck, but it doesn't make a huge difference to me. I've just seen it done that way. All right, enough of those. Alice is going to start hers. Now you'll notice I don't put the band under my heel and around my hip. I may one of these days in these videos. I just find A, it's a little too awkward, and B, I feel like it almost teaches the wrong movement pattern. Like, how do I describe it? We want the weight moving that way. So ideally, I would have weight going from my hip down and slightly forward. Well, putting the band around my hip and my ankle, yes, it's forward and down, but like way too shallow an angle. We want it much steeper. Plus, as you get toward the top, like it just kind of pulls into the groin. It's not nice. I forgot to do the jumps, but I could not do the jumps even if I wanted to. That's pretty good. Alice is doing her good mornings without holding on to nothing. Single leg banded good mornings in lieu of banded single leg Romanians. Both are pretty similar. Once she hits the wall, she's going to run over here to do her next set of hip thrusts. And while she's doing that, I will do my final set of this. Oof. Oh, there's no one on camera at the moment. God forbid. I'll come over and regale you. Hello, everyone. How the different lights.
So I could
Oh,
possibly
thanks.
take it off.
Did you almost decapitate yourself?
Pretty much.
So she's going to do her hip thrusts. I'm going to do my final set of good mornings.
You gonna do them over here?
Nah, I'll let you
Why
be.
not?
You make for a
You
good.
totally can.
You're a good model. And what is that? That's your right leg. So you'll still have your left to do. I wonder how close to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time it is. I'm going to go ahead and guess it's 5 minutes away.
You are 100% correct. It is
Really?
6:55 right now at the time of filming.
I had a 1 in 60 chance of getting that right. All right. Maybe not. Now you can also do these really explosively, but for that I would say you should have the band anchored and potentially around the shoulders and anchored in front of you a little. And then you stand up, bam, like that. But I wouldn't do it yet with it around your neck.
You stand up like Emma Lagasse?
Did you say Bamela?
Bam! Yeah.
How's he doing?
Living life in New Orleans.
How they doing?
How's New Orleans doing?
Yeah.
Doing all right.
So as discussed, we're going to finish with this into the hip bridges, and then that's it. Then we'll call it a day. Bringing her in under an hour. Maybe. We'll see. We didn't start at 6. We started at like 6:07, I want to say. We're like Broadway. We don't start right on time. And that's all we have in common with Broadway. That and hamminess. That and cheesy comedy. Bad one-liners.
That and I do love a little razzle dazzle.
Oh. Okay. They can't see nothing, so I'm going to tilt y'all. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Down you go. Tilting away. Okay. Hopefully that stays. All right. I'm on my side. Okay, I've got my knees and feet and hips all stacked. Okay, option 1 is that. Option 2, top leg lifts as well. And now I started on the wrong leg. I'm gonna switch just because I did just do my left. So I'm on my right side, hips, knees, feet all stacked. I rise up. Option 1, feet stay together. Option 2, you lift that top leg. And now you're just doing this sideline hip lift. Oh, I'm sorry. You weren't done with your things.
Nope, it's okay.
How's that feel?
It's fine.
Is that
Different, and it feels fine to me.
okay?
You might not enjoy it, but I'm game for it.
Of all things, my top leg is getting tired faster than my bottom leg. Maybe because I had just done the things, or maybe because it is holding itself up. I'm gonna take a second, and I'm gonna do a few more of those. So your weight is on your shin, sort of toward the knee. All right, enough on that side. I'm taking a moment. Alice can, when she's ready, do her right side. Then I have my left. And then that's it, man.
And then that's it, man.
It's time to clap. Clap for the healthcare workers.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, so my right leg is gonna be on the bottom first.
Correct.
Set myself up.
Yep, that's right.
Do I keep my feet together?
No, top leg fully floats.
All right.
Just to make it that much meaner.
All right, and you are welcome to get in front and do your other side. I don't mind shifting at all.
I appreciate that.
I can get whatever.
Oh, there's the clapping. I think there's... I'll be back. Pardon.
You're good. Let's do this on the other side. And go clap.
Let's see if I can turn this off while y'all are up there. So, thank you, everybody. Good work. Job well done. What is it? Good work. Job well done. Most likely kill you in the morning. Bye. 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 These are hard to do.